Hey, what's up, everybody? Let me ask you a question. How do you handle rejection? How do you handle rejection? Let me know in the comments. Do you internalize it? Do you shrink back? Do you get angry and lash out? Do you ask questions? Or do you use it as a professional development tool to help you to achieve success? I'll tell you a quick story. When I was in the third grade, my mother knew that I was a smart kid. So she placed me in accelerated learning classes. We called them LEAP classes in Jackson, Michigan, where I'm from. But in other, I'm in Metro Atlanta and they call it gifted classes. So I was a part of these accelerated learning classes. And that meant that I was one of two black students in an all white class. And there wasn't anything wrong with this. Like I didn't get made fun of. Actually, I was popular. They liked me. I was one of the smartest kids in the class. People cheated off my test. They laughed at my jokes. They called me Goon because I was like this big, goofy, goony looking guy. And one day I was walking back from a bathroom break with the wooden pass in my hand, and which is gross, by the way. And I see this group of black students circled together, and they're just laughing hysterically, having the time of their life. So I decided I was going to go over to them and I was going to get in on the joke. So I walked over to this group of students and I say, "Hey, what's so funny?" No one answered. I'm like, I know they see me. I'm black. They can't miss me. I'm still one of the tallest people in the class. And so I spoke up and I said, "Hey, what y'all over there laughing about?" And just as soon as I was finishing that sentence, someone turned towards me and said, "Your was funny, white boy." White boy. The crowd erupted in laughter, and I walked away feeling embarrassed, ashamed, and rejected. And that wasn't the worst part. The worst part is the conclusion I made about the rejection I felt. The conclusion you make about rejection can be more dangerous than rejection itself. The conclusion I made was this: that who I was authentically wasn't enough to be liked or loved by other people. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. I concluded that because they rejected me, that must meant my authentic self was not enough to be liked or loved by other people. But I didn't understand that sometimes rejection is projection, a psychological projection of someone's own brokenness, insecurities, and fears that gets projected onto you in the form of mockery, jokes, exclusion. So I had to learn how to not take it personal, and I had to see it that way so that I can properly analyze rejection. So I started to look at this and I said, well, instead of taking it personal, okay, so black kid that talks and acts white. Okay. Well, you know what? I do speak proper. There's nothing wrong with that. And you know what? You know what? This actually makes me versatile. I can speak to executives in the boardroom, and I can hold on. I can speak to gang members in the street. I don't have to fit in somebody else's box just because they don't know how to be anything different than what's normal, just because they don't know how to go against the grain, just because they are not comfortable with being their authentic self. They don't know how to say no when they don't want to go out for drinks. They don't know how to say yes when everyone else is saying no. They don't know how to make decisions that are contrary to popular belief. They don't know how to stand out. Like, I'm not going to let their projection put me in the box and keep me oppressed and cause me to dislike myself because they're conforming. I wasn't meant to conform. I wasn't meant to fit in the box. I was supposed to be outside of the box. And I'm telling you this because I know from the streets to the corporate suite, we all face rejection. Has nothing to do with your age, your gender, your income level. You're going to face rejection. But what you do with rejection will determine the impact you make in the world. That's the point. The point isn't that you have this thick skin and nobody can phase you. That's not what I'm saying. Because we got to connect with each other. So sometimes rejection is going to sting. But the goal is to learn how to view it so that we can reflect, analyze, make the proper conclusions, and make an impact in the world. So let me ask you the question that I started with is how do you handle rejection? Because I believe that when we properly handle rejection, this is how we start the process of self love and self discovery. So, what if buried beneath your most painful moment of rejection was treasure that you could cash in on? What if it was a song that you would write, a book that you would release, a speech that you would give, a decision that you would make in your company if you weren't so afraid of rejection? Well, I'm not afraid of rejection. I just don't want to lose my job. It's not about losing your job. It's about speaking your truth. When you find something that you're willing to die for, you found something that you're willing to stand for in the midst of any adversity. So I'll stop preaching. I really want to know from you, how do you handle rejection? Holla at your boy. Excuse me. Hold on. Hold on. Don't holla at your boy. Hold on. Just for the corporate executives out here, I can speak the language. If you're in a tough situation and you feel like you want to implement change within your organization, I would like you to please reach out to me because I have a TEDx talk called Overcoming Rejection, where I share different concepts and strategies to help you overcome rejection and to use it as a development tool. So, my contact information is on my LinkedIn page. Please reach out and connect. I can play the game, I can speak the language. Connect with your boy. We'll talk soon. Peace.